clear picture of the situation. We want to give you a very, very clear angle.
Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching us from. My name is Jackson. This is New Africa coming away from Zayton here in Monrovia, Liberia, where we are experiencing eviction here by court order here. We see residents from the Zayton community. We see absolutely they are here this morning to making sure that things have been made up by the grace of God. So we here explicitly, as you can see, the eviction process that's going on here, and we meant to understand that it is a private property for an individual, and they have been in dispute for some time, but now the court has ruled in favor of the individual, and now the court is taking decisions by giving court order, as you can see. The private property risk involved here because LEC is home, and I believe they should have involved LEC to cut the electricity from this aspect, but we're still seeing so we're still here in Zayton community where we're still following the demolition process here on 4th Street, Sinkor, Monrovia County, Monrovia, Liberia. So as you can see, one of the upstairs building that is involved here for the stream head. So we get the demolition continues. Let's see the operations here. We see many residents of this place has been evicted from their home, and shortly we will be talking to most of them as take most of the property out from their various premises here at the Zayton community respectively. So we still here at the Zayton community 4th Street respectively. So we will keep up bringing some synopsis, as you can see. So my name is Jackson, reporting for the New Africa here in Monrovia County, Monrovia, Liberia. We keep following the life and keep sharing the life, and we will be here as time goes by. We will monitor the process. So keep following. So we're still here, and we're seeing the demolition process going on here in Zayton community, respectively. So possibly I will still be taking you through here in Zayton community, where we're still seeing the demolition process still going on here. We're seeing residents has been removed from their premises here due to the court order and due to the eviction process as well. We're seeing someone standing astonishingly. Our camera bystanders are still here. We're seeing the presence of the Liberia National Police is here this morning, and we're seeing one of the buildings that is involved into the demolition process here, and we're seeing residents piling up. We're seeing the chair on claims and petition at the House of Representatives. Representative Prince Stowe is here this morning. District number 8 lawmaker is here to observe the process closely. So he's here. He's the chair on claim and petition as at the House of Representatives. He's speaking to his people here this morning. He's monitoring closely. And we're still here. So we've been advised that he should take away from the camera. He's monitoring closely. He's speaking to his people closely. So I believe he might easily talk to his people here this morning. And so we're still here at the Zaytown community where we're seeing the victims of the demolition process this morning. So keep following the live testimony. So we're still talking to residents here in Zaytown community, and the demolition process is going on. And mind you, the honorable lawmaker is still here, standing from afar, and so we're still here. Yeah. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yeah, your name, please. So, okay. So what's going on here this morning?
Sure. This is totally brand new conversation in that community.
Okay.
In the first place, I think every single region that you're about to demolish place, you see a notice that will make you in a know. I see how big your judge saying so you see no possible time. But all of a sudden, so there's so many see people bringing your own machine, swatting our citizens to get out of the property, which of course is not right. We are Liberians. We are citizens of the countries. So such a thing happening, they're not because you have the financial power to rapport into the code. What's our thing to say, yeah, you want to get a property? You want to say you are smarter, yeah. But there should be a proper way to do it. There are people are here to scatter in the community. This losing, property damaging, people getting killed. How is this taking place? So when we will solve the issues, send them money over the lawmaker, just come into the place to talk to the situation. If the lawmaker will be here all time, I think we talk to them and see better for the other money to come and demolish the property.
So are you saying the property belongs to a private owner? Is a private owner property?
Yeah, you just say.
So you guys are squatting here?
Yeah, we are rental here.
Okay.
We are rental here. We are rental here. So I think we just pay rent recently. What be the benefit?
To who?
So the people who are here, you know, the landlady.
Are they the rightful owner of this place?
At that time, they are the rebel owner, but you just still been paying rent today. So we are expecting to be a rebel owner.
So are you saying you guys are not compensated?
We are not compensated for no time. We're not a person.
The court didn't bring a citation to you guys?
The court never passed around with citation. The court passed around with citation to the owner of the property. And the owner of the property never gave any citation to anywhere to obtain this speech.
So who is to be blamed?
The rule to be free out here, the government, because government is ultimate priority of every situation.
No, because you are saying the citation has been given to those who are in charge of this place, and later the person didn't inform you guys. So who is to be blamed in that case?
In a situation here is the owner of the property at that time to be blamed. But you have a cold motive. If you not get no other pocket money, you can't let know as soon as possible. Because if you let know as soon as possible, it will raise attention. Other people who here get a TV will come out and speak against it.
Thanks for speaking to the press.
All right.
Yeah, God bless you. It's the huge chairman speaking to the press here.
But for a lawmaker to see such a situation coming happening and work here, you say you're not good. Nobody. Is it a personal difference in you and you?
No. I met Bristol before when the land business started. Me and Bristol, I went to Bristol place. Down the hill, I see them possibly. They cheer me up. You don't bring up tell.
Okay, before we leave your name again.
Maya Bagman.
Okay, thanks for talking to us.
Yeah, we're still here speaking to residents in Zaytown community here, where we're still seeing demolition going on, and we're seeing people still talking to the lawmaker here of District Number 8, and he is the chair on petition and at the House of Representatives, Prince Stowe. He's here this morning, and we're seeing a lot of concern going on here. We're seeing residents are pulling out, trying to listen respectively what he's gonna say. So.
Why say you were doing? Why you doing?
Don't you think that financial
where? Where financial is all? Now money we need on you. We need time. That time we need that boy.
So you think nothing can be done now?
Why you were doing right now? Why a person will do it right now?
So nothing can
The
be done.
president has nothing to us. We are in peace. We are in tears. This is about lawmaker.
Okay, thanks for talking to us.
Thank you.
All right.
So we're still here. Mind you, one of the recent observations that we observe here, LEC is still on, and we're seeing current wire here running through the poles. So we actually don't know, as you can see the various poles around here, and subsequently. So we're still here. We're trying to talk to residents, and here we're still seeing the demolition process continues here in the Zaytown community. We're seeing angry residents here. We're seeing scoffs of residents of this place. They're still here, and we're seeing the yellow machine in operation here this morning. And, we're still seeing residents trying to place the belongings in a place where they can find it better or necessary. So we're still here, and mind you, quite recently we saw the chair on claims and petition at the House of Representatives. Representative Prince Stowe is around here, and so we're still here in Zaytown community where the demolition process is going on. So we're seeing still residents are still placing belongings around here. So we will keep bringing you live coverage here in Zaytown community respectively. So my name is Jackson, and we're still here in Zaytown community where the demolition process is still going on here. we're still here in Seatown. The demolition process still going on here on 16th Street. I mean on 4th Street, I beg your pardon. We're still trying hard to capture some moments here this morning.
How you doing, bro? Telling my pedal coat. Give us my walking. It was here far away.
So absolutely we are calling on the intervention of ADC to shut down these premises or these locations, to shut it down because we're still seeing LEC is still here, the Liberia Electricity Corporation. So we pleading that the intervention of LEC here. So keep following the live. We're still here at the Seatown community where we here witnessing the demolition process here. And we're seeing the resident of these vicinities has been evicted abruptly, so we couldn't know the instant of the evictions. So we will bring the live coverage, and later on we'll be speaking to a resident of this various premises here.
And the government structure is not stopping yet. We're all the way in Seatan. The government said he will open the alley in Seatan there. We don't get a purple gun at a real people coming here. We don't get a purple gun. Get a purple gun here. Real people coming here.
So we're still here at the Seatown communities, 4th Street respectively. We're seeing the constant demolition thing still going on here. So we're seeing the operator is receiving some instruction from his colleagues to making sure that the demolition is properly done. So we're still here at the Seatown community, Sinkor, 4th Street, respectively, from the other edge. And we were still witnessing the demolition process here in Monrovia, Liberia. Shortly we will try to do some interview with the District Number 8 lawmaker Prince Toll, Mr. Brown. We witnessed his quick arrive up here, and so we're trying to locate him to see if we can get some more from him. So we're still here, we're seeing the residents of this community are still pulling out, expressing their grievances. So we're still here. Seatown community, as you can see, the property that has been demolished here in Seatown community. So we're still here. We'll bring you live coverage, bringing you live coverage here. So we're still seeing residents are fighting so hard to take their property from their various houses, and so we're still seeing residents are pulling out, trying as much as possible to take their property from the various houses. But we're still here, and mind you, this abrupt evictions or demolition shows that most of this resident has gone out to do their normal process or do their normal hustling. Some of them are not around, and this demolition is happening around here. So LEC, the Liberia Electricity Corporation. LEC is on here while the demolition is going on. So we have been advised that we should move closer, and we're still seeing most people, their belongings are outside here. It is really heartbreaking here. So we will continue to bring you live coverage here in Seatown, where we're experiencing incidents like this happening here in Montserrat County, Monrovia, Liberia. So keep following me live. My name is Jackson. We are here in Seatown, where we're seeing a resident here really frustrated here this morning. So we're here, we're seeing the process is still going on. Yeah. So we're still here, and they are advising us to move from under the LEC here. So we're seeing residents are taking their belongings out here. See from the extreme edge, people are based on the first interview that we had with the community youth chair. They're saying that there was no prior citation that was given to them, and I believe before the court order they are gonna give you an eviction order. They give you a specific date or time that you guys should vacate the premises. But it's rather unfortunate for them, according to the youth chair. He's saying that it was just abrupt, and we will continue to take you through, and we're seeing the presence of the Liberian National Police. We're still seeing residents are taking their belongings out from their various premises here in the town community, and so we're seeing family members are taking the property out here. We're seeing families and relatives are still here taking the properties out, and it is it is really abrupt as per the eviction order, and according to them they were not informed. So that's what's going on here this morning. We're seeing a huge sum of people, young kids, families, parents rushing out. Some of them went out to do their daily hustling, and abruptly they have been called to come back home to get their property out from their premises. If not, they are gonna lose all what they have worked for over the years. So we're still here in the town community Sinkor. We're seeing families has been put outside their house or their home. Here we're still seeing the presence of the court sheriff are still here. Talking to residents to abruptly take their property out immediately because we're seeing from the other side that the machine is closer to this end. So we're still here in the town community. See, residents are still taking the property out. So this is what going on here in the in-sketch of Monrovia, Liberia. Here is the presence of the court sheriff are still here. So we're still seeing family members are still here. Take a look. People are still seeing kids have been out of their houses. You know, I'm too emotional a little bit, but I just need to hold on a little bit because it really disappointing to see stuff like this here in Satan community where we're voting for. Live coverage. The residents are still moving out their belongings. Still seeing the presence of the Liberian National Police is still here this morning. we believe someone who have an experience on the Liberia Electricity Corporation is here. So the machine is taking a break so they can see how they can disconnect the Liberia Electricity Corporation wire to be taken down before the machine continue its operation here. As you can see, this is a huge property and hosting a lot of family members, and as you can see, people are still standing out here. And, so we're still here seeing here on claims and petition at the House of Representative Princeton. They're still around, and absolutely we were instructed to, because we're trying to talk to him earlier on. As you can see, he's among residents here trying to see what he can do. Earlier on, he was spotted placing some calls. We don't know exactly what and who he is trying to call, but absolutely it's too late because we're seeing the buildings. Almost 1/4 of the buildings are down here. We're still seeing residents are pulling out. Yeah. So we're still here, and we will talk to Princeton as time goes by, or in subsequent time, if the permission is granted by him. As of now, he is busy addressing the issues of some of the residents or people who stays or live here. So we will continue to bring the life coverage, keep following the life. We get still here in Zaytown community, where we're seeing clear operations by court order evictions of this private property. Where people we are taking abruptly this morning, coming to the community chair person. So I believe the eviction process will continue all the way to the other edge. So we will keep bringing you live coverage here at Zaytown community. Some trees. But this too is Liberia. Seeing issues like this happening in contemporary society like Africa. And Liberia is no exception. So it is disheartening to see stuff like this, but however, the law is the law. So we still here. We still seeing residents taking their property out prior to or before the eviction process. Before the property has been damaged or due to that. So we're still here in the Zaytown community. It is really disheartening to see stuff like this, but however, it is what it is. So seeing some bystanders are still helping to take their family properties out, or other friends, colleagues are still coming around.
We get the press, we get the press.
Okay. We're seeing someone who is trying to speak to the press here, but so we're still here. We will continue to bring you live coverage at the Zaytown community in Sinkor, where residents are still trying to make their way out of their home. It's really abrupt here this morning. Thank you so much for following. This is how I will take a leave of you, and we're hoping to come back shortly. So keep following the live. Shortly we'll be speaking to Prince Store of District number 8. He's here to sympathize with his people on the other side of this community. But in the meantime, we're seeing the intervention of LEC, the Liberia Electricity Corporation, trying to take the wires down from the pole so the machine can operate effectively. Here. So here's believed to be LEC personnel is trying to take the LEC wire down, and so we're seeing residents of this place. Their belongings are still outside here. We're seeing the intervention of the Liberia National Police. We're seeing the court sheriff. Most of them are still here this morning, and we're seeing residents still continue to pull belongings out here. So we're still here. So we wait and see if the operations will continue, and so it is a huge property here, and we believe most of the resident here will be homeless here today. So he is trying to drop the wire down, and these are the demolished property. So we're still seeing a presence of the Liberian National Police in the. We're still seeing a lot of bystanders are still here. We're still seeing the presence of the district number 8 lawmaker. Representative Prince Sto is here. I'll be speaking to him shortly. He is the chair on claim and petition at the House of Representatives. Prince Sto is still around, and as you can see, he's placing some phone calls somewhere, somehow, at the extreme edge. He's talking to, we don't know exactly who he's placing calls to. He's still here making some calls, as you can see at the back. There he's talking on the phone, so we don't know who he's placing call to. He is the chair on claims and petition here at the House of Representatives, Representative Prince Sto. So he's here at the 55th legislature, and we're seeing the destruction of this massive or GGM tech building here. Here in the town community, so we don't know. The district number 8 lawmaker, he's standing here this morning in solidarity with the people who are being affected here. So we'll come back shortly. We will have some discussion about it. For as of now, he's trying to see what he can do. A lot of people who are being affected by this process. So we're still here. We will try as much as possible to bring you what's going on here on ground. So as you can see, all these properties were demolished. All these properties are demolished, and some are set to be demolished shortly, as residents are trying so hard to take the property out of their premises. So I think we're still seeing the yellow machine has started its operation here. This again. So we're still seeing the operations of the yellow machine has already started. And now the demolition continue. Seeing the yellow machine is still operating here this morning. So this afternoon or this evening from wherever you're watching us from. And it is really disheartening to see stuff like this happening, but however, you won't have any control over this because it has already been done, and it is something that is being done by the law, and no one can challenge the court. See, all this property has been demolished here, and the demolition will continue. We're still seeing residents are still here trying to make their way out, and we're seeing the presence of the Labrador police, LMP are here. And we're seeing the people who has been affected by the eviction. Still standing here astonishingly. The demolition from almost like 150 or 200 meters off from the upstairs building straight to the other side of Zeta. And we see all this property will be demolished. All these properties are waiting to be demolished here, but in the meantime the operation is going on here. We are in Zaytown respectively, by description, so where the demolition is going on here. So keep following, we'll be here, keep bringing you the live coverage here. So that is it. The demolition continue. We're still here. So we are still here in Zaytown community where the demolition process is still going on or ongoing. Yeah, thank you all for following this morning, and may God bless you all for following live, and just stay abreast. We are still here in Zayton community. Absolutely, I'm short of words this afternoon, or this morning, or from wherever you're watching us from, according to your time zone. I'm really short of words. I couldn't explain more, because I saw some things off camera that I can't say right now, so it really breaks my heart to see stuff like that. So my camera being able to put it on that, but however, we're still here. We will bring you live coverage. Jackson reporting for New Africa in Monrovia, Liberia. We're still at the Zayton community respectively, where the demolition process is still going on. Keep following the live. Yeah, thanks for following. Kona Samson, Anthony S. Pesima, Mohammed Stanley Kimba, Holy Chapas, thanks for following. I see you all. Ishmael Junction, thanks for following. And Leo, thanks for following. And Samuel Amicable Rejoice, thanks for following. Ambassador Rogers, thanks for following. Jeff Komate or Komote, thanks for following. Ishmael C. Johnson, thanks for following. What's still here? We're monitoring closely. What's going on here? Bystanders are still here this morning, and residents are still trying as much as possible to take the youngest out. And family, friends, and other relatives are helping to making sure that some of that property being safe and being taken out sincerely, and look for place to place in for safety. I'm heartbreaking this morning. This is what I saw at the back, so I can be able to I don't wanna. It's really disheartening to see stuff like that, and I don't wanna place that on the camera. To be sincere, you know. Tano is following from Brown County. Thanks for following. We say it's following as well, so we're still seeing thanks for following and Tamo following from Brown County. We say Otto is following as well. Ambassador is Jimmy is following. Titus Dolo, good morning. Jimmy, I see you. Please share the live and we'll stay here.
You are eating chicken. You are sleeping. Come on, people. No, you. Not ready for them, man. I want to call you.
So absolutely, we're seeing District Number 8 lawmaker, Representative Prince, who is the chair on claims and petition at the House of Representatives. He's still around. Shortly, we'll be speaking to him and to give a quick synopsis on issues that are happening here. If permission is granted for us to speak to him, and we will absolutely gotta do that. But in the meantime, we are still here monitoring the demolition process here in Sinkor. So thank you so much for following and so we are still here in Sinkor community. So we're still here in Sinkor community where we still seeing people are taking the property out before the interception of a machine. So we will keep bringing you live coverage.
To our coverage here. Please help us share this live. Tell us where you are following us from. Do you want to have some interview here with people? So let's see. We still want to make a tour here.
Still fighting to making sure that we speak to people, but we're seeing some frustration on their faces So it makes it very difficult to speak to them because most of them don't have the chance as of now to speak to people out here. So we try as much as possible to put them on camera. But sometimes when you try to place a camera on them, they are too frustrated to the extent you couldn't able to even get a word from them, because these are some of the issues that government is talking about to give back the people their land. I think the land commission or the land reform commission is talking about stuff like that. So we're still here, we're still seeing the presence of the Liberian National Police here, and we're seeing the court sheriff here as well. So we're still here. We will continue to bring you live coverage here in the Sinkor community. Here we're seeing still a commotion of traffic. Traffic is still here this morning. We're still seeing the obstruction of traffic here. So we're still seeing this is one of the popular areas here. People are still taking their belongings out, and before the intervention of the yellow machine. So we're still here, we're still seeing the intervention of the Liberian National Police, and some of the court officers are still here helping residents to take their properties out in the process. So we're still here. Basically, we're still seeing the presence of the Liberian National Police are still here, and we're seeing they are helping in the process. So I keep following the live, and we're seeing it has caused a little bit of traffic commotion here this morning. People are making their way, so we're still finding it difficult to speak to residents here because they are finding it very difficult to speak to us here this morning, because still based on the situation, you know, we actually here. So people are still taking their belongings out, so making sure that so we're trying to talk to some of them, but the frustration is too much, absolutely, because these are some of the stuff people going through, you know, in contemporary society like Liberia, Sub-Saharan African country respectively. As you can see the traffic here this morning, this is one of the most popular area here in Sinkor community. This is the community of St. Jackson, you know, our popular old man at the Spoon Talk show at Sinkor community. So I believe St. Jackson property is not part of it. I'm just kidding anyway. I know the property of St. Jackson, so we're still here. People are taking the property out, and I believe all this place or this access part of the demolitions, and this place will be demolished. They will be demolished, or they will be demolishing this place shortly. So we're still here. We'll keep the live coverage. We're still seeing the frustration, the anger on the faces of residents who resides here respectively. So we're seeing the traffic from the other side, and we're seeing a lot of traffic here this morning. So we actually keep bringing you stuff to making sure that you see what's going on here this morning. No more play. People are taking their property, taking the initiative to take their property out here. So we continue to bring you live coverage. Keep following the live. Jackson, my name. We're just trying as much as possible to get one or two from residents who are residing here, but we couldn't able to get any word from them because everybody is trying hard to make sure that their property is not damaged. Yeah. So we're still here, as you can see, based on this demolition issue, so we're facing a lot of traffic here this morning in Seatown, respectively. So we're seeing the commotion here. It's really hard to see what's really going on there this morning. Yeah, good morning, sir. So we're still here. We're seeing a lot of exchanges here this morning, and trying to comprehend what message it resonates out there to the people. But absolutely, nevertheless, that's just a street wording coming from anyone who might or who will likely use some words along the streetway, so you cannot hold us responsible for that. But in the meantime, however, we're still here in Seatown community where we're still seeing residents are still trying to take their property out, and from the other side we're seeing the yellow machine is fastly approaching all these buildings here this morning. So we're here, as you can see, the yellow machine is at the edge. At a few minutes from now, you'll be seeing they will be approaching all these houses around here. Thank you so much for following. My name is Jackson, and this is how I may like to take a leave of you. We'll join you shortly back. We're trying to put mechanism in place to come back shortly. So stay tuned, keep following the line.